Those of you who know me, I've been a huge proponent of using Meld for streaming software. It takes a lot of the guesswork out of streaming, and you don't need plugins. Everything is just built in, and it makes it significantly easier to stream. And what Meld has added in today might just be I think it's the first of its kind. I haven't seen it done by anyone else, built into your streaming software. Very easy to use. Let's take a look at what it is. Not the best at making long form content, but I'm going to try to help you out through everything with this new release because it is amazing and I wanted to make a video for this. So moving over to Meld, you can see here I am logged in down here. But if you're not logged in, you're going to need to get logged in. So let's go ahead and log out. And we log in. I continue as Google. And then log in with my information. For me, of course. Now, you may notice this new little icon here, Spark. So we click on it, you can see I already have some chats open, but we're going to open a new chat. And so they have some pre-made stuff, what you can do. And I've done some amazing things already. I have things that are triggered via chat, which you can do. I've had new stream alerts made, very simple to do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an intro screen. And so I'm going to tell Spark, based on my graphics package, please make a intro screen. So it's going to scan what I have built in already. And it's going to make something similar to what I already have. Okay, switch to a new scene starting soon. Okay, it's already made the vertical. And there you go. That simple. A brand new scene. It's using my colors. So this blue and this purple, pinkish purple are my colors. It added in a countdown. And I do a cyberpunk style theme. So if we go back up to my just chatting screen, let's switch back over. Hide everything. You can see the background. So this is what I like to use for my background. It's like a cyberpunk theme. And that's what it pulled up on mostly. If I bring everything back in, a starting soon screen. See, it's got the city background. It's got my colors. It even added in my handles. Now let's attach a file. And I want to go to, let me navigate to my stream stuff. Elements. I'm going to tell it to add this video that I just added in, or that I normally use, to the background. And adjust the colors. So with Spark, you can add in MP4s, you can add in images, JPEGs, PNGs. You can also add in sounds. And so with my sound alerts, you also get all the same sounds that you normally use if you wanted to, and you can just use their audio or their overlay. So now it's editing it. It made it into an overlay instead of everything. You can see it errored out actually, so it is modifying everything right now. don't see it though. Oh, so what it did was it just added it to the scene. And that's my fault. So I'm going to tell it to remove the background from the intro overlay, which you can see here is what it made for this. And let's see what it does. See, just that simple. Now, obviously you can't see this that much. So I'm going to tell it to make it more visible. Now, I don't know how this is going to turn out, so I'm actually interested in seeing how this goes. Oh, that actually came out pretty nice. Okay. I like how they dulled the background, but they still kept it up. Okay. So now it's entirely there. So they basically added a background to that over the entire thing. Now I want to add some details. You can see this is ticking down. And my social handles aren't really that big. So let's tell it to enlarge the social handles. Now I'm adding this in quotes intro overlay because that's what it's named, because I want it to specifically apply to that, and I want to make sure that it's not misunderstanding. It tends to help with the little issues. You may not always see it, and it may see something else. Yeah, see, it enlarged it. So you can see how Twitch is way off to the side and YouTube and TikTok are kind of bunched up. It also doesn't have my kick showing here, which is interesting. Okay. That's good. So you can't see what platforms those are. So I'm telling it to enlarge those platforms as well. I'm only doing this on the horizontal. Hey, there we go. So I'm going to tell it to add kick since we noticed that that was missing. Now I am logged into Kick, so Meld should know what it is, what my account is. There it is, just like that. And actually, you know what? I like that size. Before it was a little too large, but I like where it is now. Now, what should we add next? I'm going to tell it to make the platform labels show the platform colors. So Kick showed up as green, which is what it's supposed to do. YouTube should be red, Twitch should be purple, and TikTok I honestly don't know. Let's see. There it goes. Okay, now we're running into the issue again to where Twitch, you can't read that over that. So I'm telling it to add a background behind each social handle. That way it makes it a little bit more visible. Let's see how Spark handles it. Okay, that's good. That's right in line with what I was wanting. All right, so new day, new me. I've been working on this all day, trying to add more things and do some more things. I actually got rid of what we had done yesterday and went through and remade this. Again, many iterations. You can tell it to save stuff, but this is what I had got now. I created this entire thing within a few hours, an entirely new graphics package for myself. That's how easy using Spark is. And so this one for this is, I switched this to Twitch, triggered by chat. I put in a command, countdown, exclamation point, countdown, 0010. And I told it to use a countdown. And enter. Triggers. It's going. This is 10 seconds. It has music playing in the background. Simple. Be right back. I told it just to take the exact same aesthetic and make a be right back scene. And it did that. Now, intermission just chatting was something different. I'll go through that in a second. Ending screen. Take the same aesthetic, make a new one. And then I went through and was like, I want new elements. So I had it make this new webcam frame, which you see me in stereo everywhere right now. And so it did. It was able to make a webcam frame similar to what I use. It didn't take too much, and it added my own logo because I asked it to. And then the only thing I changed over here was it had my logo and my branding down at the bottom, which is usually covered up by chat on a vertical platform. So move it. And then from there, I copied it over, made new borders for my chat and my spotlights. Simple. Just told it to make the exact same thing for something else. Just copied it over to an intermission scene. And then finally to my gaming scene. Super simple. Took me a few hours in between phone calls at work. And I was able to get this done. And it's an entirely new look. And I still have my tank. Just drives right on out. Does everything I needed to. All right. I'm back about 15 minutes later. I've been messing around with it. It made some changes. Didn't like the changes, so I reverted the changes. What I came out to see is that essentially it's a little bit of a pain to trigger a test. It's possible, but not very easy to do. And so we'll just leave it there. What it did do was add this little branding down the bottom left saying system ready. So that way I can see that the layer is active. It is showing there. So I know that's in the scene, and it's a little debug that they've added. And you can see it here as well if I just have it blown up. So yeah, Spark, great tool. It has helped a lot. I was able to go through, create an entirely new graphics package. There are some headaches. It's still early access for a couple more days now. And then once it comes out, there's going to be different tiers of what you can do with it. So it is definitely a tool that you shouldn't sleep on. It's the first of its kind, built right into Meld, built right into any encoding program for streaming software. And so it helps significantly with making graphics for those of us who aren't as graphics intensive. You can see my old stuff. I made that myself. I'm still learning. Adobe is a bear to learn. It's super easy. You just tell it what you want and it makes it. If you don't like it, tell it to refine something and it works. But yeah, check it out. Thanks for stopping by. Be sure to like and sub for this. Leave a comment what you think about it. And then see you on the streams. Have a good one.